I've made some mistakes in the 7 years that I've been a van dweller, a nomad. And so today I just wanted to talk about fixing my mistakes in van life. They're not huge mistakes, but I think that you could learn from this. So I'm going to start listing them. I want to give you an update on my health. I'm in a hotel room. This is I leave tomorrow. And I got, in case you knew, I got viral bronchitis. I went back to Ohio and visited my family briefly. And with the plane ride and everything, I think it kind of brought my immune system down and I caught the virus. And it got so bad last week that I ended up in the hospital for about a day. And they had to give me oxygen. I couldn't, my bronchial tubes were so closed off. So tomorrow's my last day. And I believe I'm not going to get any more hotel rooms. I'm going to try it out and just go inside my van, and I'm going to take it very much easy. What I'm doing right now is making list. This one says leaving Tucson. I've got to start getting ready because it's going to start getting hot. So I've got that list going. I've got a list going, getting back in my van. What I'm going to do once I'm in my van. There are some places I need to visit. One is the store. And then eventually I do need to go get laundry. So we'll see how all of this goes. And then I figured out my expenses here from this. Yeah, this is being in hotel rooms, because I was actually in a hotel room 2 days previously before this one. So it's very, very, very expensive. My family is really glad that I chose to get out of my van for a little bit. But if you feel it and you have any extra, if you feel it in your heart, if you don't worry about it. But you can go on minivanlee.com. I've been getting a lot of gifts, and so that I can help pay for this expense. So if you feel it in your heart, go to minivanlee.com. Somebody asked if why they needed to put their address in. I think that's protocol for any kind of when you're offering your card, because they want to match your address with your card to make sure it's you. So, don't worry about it. It's all perfectly safe. Don't worry about anything like that. And as far as addresses go, I don't look at anybody's addresses unless I'm sending you something. So, and everything is kept. I don't sell any information. That's your information. I'm very honorable and respectful when it comes to all of that. So, because I appreciate you so much. So, with that said, let's get started. I made some tea. It's constant comment. Here you go, if you want some. Yeah, I've been getting rid of the coffee for right now. And so many of you are offering suggestions. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Okay, number one. Fixing my mistakes in van life. For one, I would have used storage units more often. I did finally fix that, so I did fix it in van life. But a storage unit, if you can afford to have a storage unit, and if you, in certain cities, they're not going to run that expensive. In Flagstaff, for some reason, they're outrageous. But I think in other cities, you're not going to find them so bad. If you could get just a 5x5, that might run you maybe $40 a month. It's a lot better than paying rent, isn't it? But you really can be so much more comfortable in your home, in your dwelling, in your minivan, or your Pro Master, or your high top, whatever. If you have a Class C, if you have an RV, you probably, well, maybe not. Maybe you're carrying so much stuff and you want to relieve yourself of some things. Get yourself a storage unit. If you can afford it. It makes life so easy. Plus, here's the thing too. Let's say there's a sale on paper towels, a big pack of paper towels. You can just put them in your storage unit, right? You can actually save money that way. You can even store water in there, cans of food, things like that. So you don't have to carry with you every little thing. Excuse me, clear my throat here. I think I've made a decision on my storage. I don't think I'm going to take all my stuff up to Flagstaff and pay twice the amount for half the space. And that's what it will be. So I think I'm going to keep what I have here in Tucson. I have a 5x10. I think I'm going to ask them this week if they do have a 5x5. I think I could get by with a smaller one and save just that little bit more money. If I really had to have something, I can do the 4-hour drive and come down, say hi to my kids, and then drive back up to Flagstaff. If I do indeed end up in Flagstaff, it seems like that's where I'm going to go, but I haven't had word that there's another plan for me ahead, you know. I do rely on God for telling me where he wants me to go. So, haven't heard anything new. So, get yourself a storage unit. So much nicer. Here's another one. Wasting money on stuff I didn't need. Oh my gosh. Over 7 years, wasting money. I wasted quite a bit. I will say that. Okay, here's something that I will suggest. I read every one of your comments. I do. I read every single one of them. I might, because it's time consuming and I'm a one-woman show. I don't hire anybody to do anything for me. I might not answer them all, but I do answer a lot of them on here, and I give you shout outs. Ask me. If you're on my channel and you watch me on every day, I usually put videos out every day, and you watch me, please ask me, say, Lee, do I need this? And save yourself some money, because I will be happy to answer it for you. Here are just a few things that I wasted my money on. One is that heater, that Mr. Buddy heater. When I first started, I bought one of the bigger ones. It was way too big. So when I went back to Ohio, I left it with them. Well, that was like $80, $90. Then I got a smaller one. But you know what? I don't even use that one. I do not use my heater. If I really am cold, I put on clothes, okay? Because I'm not back east. I'm not up in Minnesota in the winter. I mean, I could see if I was there. But no, I'm basically in Arizona and around that area. I don't need a heater. If I really needed to be warm, and it was really, really, really cold, which it was this winter, I would put on my heater for a little bit, maybe like 10 minutes at the most, because other than that, it can get dangerous. And I'm dressed warm, and if it's really bad, let me go to a restaurant, and I'll go drink coffee for a while. And then give the waitress a really big tip because I took up her table for a while. You know, and so you can do that. Or go to the mall and walk around or something like that, yeah. But I didn't need that heater, and I ended up getting rid of it. Tents. Oh my gosh, tents. Which brings me to, let me also mention that buying things with a partner that you think you have a long future with. Yeah, because I bought a tent with my partner, and it was almost like a $900 tent. And no, it was like the baby. Who got the tent? Well, I didn't get the tent. Then I bought another tent. I thought I was going to go to credit. And so what a waste. It is a waste of good money, right? So don't be buying things. And then what else did we buy together? The Starlink. We bought the Starlink. I don't even use the Starlink. And you might say, well, why wouldn't you use Starlink? Well, basically, because you have to be out in the middle of nowhere to get a good site. And you certainly aren't going to be at a park and set up the Starlink. Really? Seriously? No. That's even worse than setting up your solar panel. I mean, it can get taken. Somebody could, yeah. No. And if you want to use it for 1 month, it's $150 for 1 month. Well, I don't need it, but I still got it. But I don't. What a waste of money that was. Okay, and then I bought a rice maker. I think I bought 2 of them. I don't need those things. A fridge and an ice chest. Okay, I did buy a fridge once. Didn't need it. Didn't want it. That one I think I did return. And then I bought numerous small ice chests, and what a waste. It was a waste of my money. What else? Oh, and then another thing wasting was buying prep food. Yeah, buying a whole bunch of prep food. People say, buy prep food. Well, no. I'm of a different opinion now. Let me get a drink of this. Okay, let me get closer because this bed is a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, much better. Okay. I mean, the list goes on and on of things that I bought over 7 years and I never used. I didn't want it. I didn't need it. I usually gave it away and it was a waste. I'm going to guess I've probably wasted a good $5,000 or more on things I never used, never wanted after a while. Yeah. So if you want to ask me the question, just put it in the comments of a video. It could be even a video from a long time ago. I will get it. What I do is I have my comments coming through in such a way that they have to go through me before anybody else sees them. So, I will read them, I promise, and I will answer it for you. Okay. And I want to mention why I don't get the prep food anymore. Oh, we're going to, if there's a disaster, we're going to need food. Well, we're also going to need water. And I can't carry that much water. You can't eat food if you don't have water. You can't digest food without water. And so I'm not going to worry about it. If the doo-doo hits the fan, right? I'm probably going to die anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, I'm ready, okay? So no, I'm not going to keep buying a bunch of prep food. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having some peanut butter or something like that, but no. Okay, that's just my opinion. You have yours. Okay, number 3, not using a restaurant more. I have come to realize that I spend a lot of money on food. I really do. I spend money on food. And I keep buying the same thing because I don't really cook in my minivan. I just don't like to do it. There's a problem I fixed also. I was cooking certain things in my food and my van was getting dirty. I mean, if you fry things, you've got my van is not a kitchen. I can prepare quick things and cold things, but to be cooking food, no. Some of you said, well, go out on the picnic table. Oh my gosh. You have to carry all that stuff out there and cook out there and then bring out. No. I like my life simple. I like simplicity. Okay. And so I don't see anything wrong with using restaurants more. And this has really become new for me because you buy food and, especially if you're going to do produce, I mean, it can go bad and you have to end up throwing it out. I don't do a refrigerator. And why don't I do a refrigerator? It takes up too much space. It does. I think I'm a little bit different nomad than some of the other people. I only have a minivan and that's what I prefer because it's stealthy, it's small, it's good on gas. Yeah. I think that using a restaurant more often for a nice warm meal, some good protein, and some veggies, yeah, if you can, but you do want to get a healthy restaurant. So, yeah, number 3 was using a restaurant more and not shying away from that, thinking, oh, I can't afford to go to a restaurant. As long as you get a healthy one, you know that you're going to probably be getting good oils and, because you don't really want to be using corn oil and stuff like that, seed oils. But I wrote down, sometimes it's more expensive at the grocery store. When you're trying to put a whole bunch of ingredients together and then the food can go bad and just pick healthy places to eat. Number 4, fixing my mistakes in van life, hydrate my body more. I don't think I was drinking enough water. In many cases, I wasn't drinking enough water. Why wasn't I? Our health is what we have. I mean, obviously, with what's happened with me, and a lot of you are telling me that you were sick too, and some of your stories, I mean, it just came out like that. Well, maybe we can do everything possible to be healthy, and it still grabs us like a little virus. But I think that we're more apt to stay away from these viruses, that they won't affect us if we can stay healthy. I realized the reason probably why it caught me was because I was kind of fretting about going, and because of the motion sickness, being up on a plane, I had to make an exchange in Houston, and up and down, right? Or Dallas, not Houston, and then just being in an unfamiliar place with new water, new environment, children that were ill, and I think, and then coming back, I think it just grabbed me because I had all these other stresses going on. But hydrating, back to the water. Look, we need to hydrate. We've got to hydrate our bodies. And I wasn't doing that as much. So now, if you spent time in Quartzsite, and I have spent a lot of time in Quartzsite over 7 years. That place will suck that moisture right out of your body, even while you're drinking water, because it is dry. And it's going to the environment is just going to take it out of you. So you have to drink water. You have to drink a lot of water. Even with drinking water, it's still, and when you're Quartzsite, it's taking it out of you. So yeah, just a clue. When you're nomad, and I think one of the things that hampers this whole hydration thing is that we don't have a sink. We don't have a sink. Even if you do have a sink, you still have to fill the water into your tank. It's not like you're plugged into the city water, okay? And I think that can hamper, and you're trying to conserve on water, okay? Well, don't conserve on it when it comes to your health. Okay, let me put this up here. Number 5, using more restrooms. I'm going to start using more. What's wrong with using a restroom? That I was like, oh, I don't really like public restrooms. Well, I think I've kind of gotten over that. Just use, and I don't even know why I wrote that down, but those are things that I'm kind of like looking at. Use a restroom, and then I can wash my hands more in there and things like that. I don't have to be constantly wasting my products, hand sanitizers and wipes and all that. No, if there's a restroom available, and you're within walking distance of it, or you're there, go use it. Okay? Number 6, having more fun. Have more fun. Spending more time with my friends. I've been in Nomad 7 years, and 3 of them I was in a relationship, and it was just pretty much the 2 of us most of the time. Well, there were a lot of friends that I just, didn't spend a lot of time with that I made, and I think that I would like to spend more time with my friends now that I'll probably be leaving Tucson, and I do want to fix that, to spend more time with my friends and have more fun. And then number 7, this was the big one, and we're almost done. Not wrapping my life around the person I fell in love with, a romance. And I just mentioned that I'm not wrapping my future. I wrapped my future around that, and I thought that we had a future. Well, no. I would never do that again, ever. And so, and what does that have to do with van life? It has a lot to do with van life, because we were both nomads, and our lives were in our vans. And so, yes, I was a nomad, and I was a YouTube creator, and I wrapped my future around that, and never do that again. Never. I mean, I'm not opposed to being in a romantic relationship, and it wouldn't even be romantic unless it led into getting married, because I do believe in marriage. But yeah, it'd be vetted more, and even then, I won't wrap my van life around that. No way, no how, no. I hope that makes sense. But here I am at the end. I want to keep everything. I don't want to extend this too much longer, because I know you got things to do today, and I appreciate you spending time with me today. Just that little 20 minutes that I can maybe be encouraging for you. My encouraging word of the day is drink water and stay healthy, everybody. Stay hydrated. I think that's our organs. Everybody, not just our kidneys and our bladder, but our liver and our heart, our chest, our lungs. every organ, everything in our body needs hydration. What they say, aren't we like 80% water or something like that in our bodies? So don't forget about minivanlee.com if you want to give me a gift. I will remind you, I've been still in the hotel, and the first day I get out, I'm going to be resting, so I promise by the end of the week, I will get your orders together. Some of you have ordered sunglasses. So I'll get them out to you, I promise. Lickety split. I haven't said that in a long time. Lickety split. Okay, everybody. I love you guys. And anything else? Please subscribe. Yeah. And just keep watching. If you view my videos every day and you're a loyal follower of me, and I know a lot of you are, I just want to thank you. Yeah, thank you. I love you. And if you want to share this video, that really does help me too. So until tomorrow, this will be my last video in my hotel room. I'm leaving tomorrow, and you'll see me in my van. Yeah.